back with another episode of The Seat of the Esteemed with the Bigger Picture. And tonight we have the most legendary son of the most legendary hip hop top five, uh, arguably the best, the number one that, is no if ands getting around it. We have Rakim, the legendary son of Rakim Tahmell, with us tonight. I'm so honored to be here with him. What's going on with you,
Man,
brother?
appreciate you, man. Definitely, man. It's an
Yeah,
honor to be here. Word up.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
So, where could I start at? Are you the one in the video
Nah.
that you already know what
Yeah,
I'm
nah.
talking
Shout out
about?
to Quano. Nah,
All right,
that
that's your
that.
brother.
Yeah. I'm in the ghetto video. I was way younger than that.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, all
yeah. I was like a
right.
baby. Yeah, word.
Man, how is it growing up as the son of Rakim?
um, it's getting older is very active. You know what I'm saying? Like to be the son of him, and you trying to step into the footsteps that he's doing. You definitely got to be active. But it's been dope because I'm instead of just doing anything, you curate things differently, and then when you start dealing with other artists, it's dope that you curate what they're gonna do or the approach that they're gonna have to the record. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's dope. So being his son, I feel like I have a lot of control over anything I do. So that's dope.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, growing up back then, I was like 15 years old and I had just joined the Nation of Gods and Earths. And I was on the FOA and I like served a really big part on the FOA at that time. And one of my jobs was when your dad used to come to the parliament and when he used to do shows in different places in New York, we used to go there and be his security. And, no one knew I was 15 years old because I was like this size already, really big. And the guys always told me just be quiet and don't smile. You know what I'm saying? So I would be right there, you know what I'm saying, watching your dad, you know what I'm saying, like right there on the stage in such amazement, you know what I'm saying? And, and to think years before I was a kid, like, so I tell the world that, I'm KRS-One, Rakim, and LL Cool J. And this is what's so important about this with our culture because I don't think the MCs realize the power that they have because there's a kid somewhere, you know what I'm saying, that's watching you. And you don't know what you mean to that kid, you know what I'm saying? So when your dad came out, I might have been like 9 years old, somewhere around that, age, and I was in school, and the kids used to at that time, I guess think I was a comedian. You know what I'm saying? And like I used to like be the class clown. Everything I said, the kids be falling out laughing and everything. And I was upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Because in my mind, I would be saying, "But I ain't no joke."
Word.
And I used to go home and I used to try to, in my mind, think, what did I do wrong today? You know what I'm saying? Why everybody laughing and playing? Like I ain't playing. And I used to think, all right, I know what I got to do. When I wake up, I'm Rakim. But I just woke up in this body, a little kid somehow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm still him, the grown man. You know what I'm saying? And I, got to think everything I do, how would he handle the
How about he
situation?
smiling?
And how would he be no smiling? And yeah, I kind of grew up to be that type of dude. But that's where it started from. So that's just an amazing thing there. I just want to enlighten you on.
No doubt.
So you in the music career yourself now.
Yes, sir.
Tell
Yes,
me,
sir.
something about that.
Shoot. Well, for starters, I got a record with Cannabis coming out
Oh, wow,
on
okay.
the 18th.
Yeah, another legend.
Yeah, he's a beast
Extreme
too.
legend, yeah.
And then I got a couple other singles I'm working on. Like I'm a producer too. I produce. I got a studio out in Stamford, Connecticut. Carriage House, and I'm making beats. I'm curating for a bunch of artists. I got a compilation project I'm working on, The Army and My Paid in Full Family. And you know, I'm just kind of hitting the ground, just making sure, getting as many artists as I can to make sure they have some clarity, some real quality, good music. Not just, we ain't trying to bang out 10 records in a week. We just saying, hey, we can do one record this week, and make sure it's that record. So we're just trying to pump quality out for these cats. You know what I mean?
Speaking about Paid in Full, that organization amazed me being out there with them. You want to, you know, tell the people about, because I didn't even know about them till I, you know, got there, but to see some of the successful people that looked like me and you that was there and successful on a whole other level. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know, like, you know, you want to, you know, tell the people like really what Paid in Full is.
Yeah, so, you know, shout out to Ben Horowitz and Felicia and Nas too, and Steve Stout. They help organize something where it's like the right OG should get their dues, and not just a trophy, not just an award. You get a bag too. Something that the bag is on the level of when you go out on a tour and you do 30 shows, you come in with that one show with that bag, and it's to give back to the OGs that really put they time in, and as they not getting the recognition now, some might not want to they might not want to perform today no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that they care about missing out on money. It's just that they did their time, and you know what I'm saying, they might just want to chill. But you get your flowers here. You ain't got to do nothing much. Come get your flowers and come get what's rightfully yours. And every year to do that is fire. I think that's dope for the hip hop community, especially people like us. Because when we get older, then we hoping for a Grammy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that's real dope. That's real dope.
No, I think it was such an honorable thing, you know, such an honorable thing to see that they take care of those legends, especially Scarface. You know, I liked it, you know, that, you know, they took care of him. And you know what amazes me about being around those guys? They never know who they really are.
Tell you something, right? We was at the Grammys a year ago. Me and Dad, we chilling in the artist backstage, and everybody kept walking in, and Dad go, "Hey, yo, you think I got hits? These niggas got hits." I'm looking at him like, yeah, but Dad, you got like 5, 10 of these shits. Like, they might got one hot joint. You got 10. You at the same, but Dad was in there like, yo. Because Run DMC walked in, you know, everybody, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Flash, everybody was walking in there. So Dad is just like, yo, and to him say that, I'm like, yo, that's dope. For him to look up, because I know he look up to a lot of people, but to see it in real time, and watch how he looked up to him, and watch his expressions, that's fire. That's something where it's like, yeah, the real recognition is still there for the people that did do their thing, and because to get recognized from someone like him, I'd rather that than to go elsewhere and, you know, get some fake flowers or some fake love.
Absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? Because that right there is who we do the music for. You know what I'm saying? And especially to be able to touch the kids with the music. And that's what all of them did back in the day. So that's dope. That was dope.
How do you feel about drill music?
How do I mean, I try not to be mad too much.
You
know what I'm saying? So drill music is I hear a couple joints. It'd be cool. Like Pop Smoke when he hit, he was fire. He had a different vibe to him. But then
they commercialized his drill music.
Yeah,
they
now when
commercialized
he's gone and you
drill,
hear all of these other drill rappers, you be like, damn. Maybe I shouldn't play this one right now on the way to school, kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a different. You can't even play this shit for your kids. Like, it don't make sense. But the drill music is, I don't know if it's gonna die out or if they change their content. It could stay around. You know what I'm saying? It could definitely live for a little bit longer. Like the Jersey drill shit, that's just cool. You know, they dancing to it and stuff, but they're not really spinning the block like that. But the Brooklyn drill, you know, whew, it's intense. It's definitely intense.
Yeah, I think that music influence you, period, you know, and there's no getting around that, you know. I think for my generation, for sure, your dad, KRS-One, Public Enemy, X Clan, they was, you know, LL Cool J, you know, Kumo D, they was all a part of, you know, something that was so different, you know, and like I couldn't imagine running up on them back then in their prime with a gangster rap. They would have kicked you in the butt
Yeah,
and
yeah, get
so
on.
yeah, kid, get out of here, you know.
Facts.
Um, I was the shift. I watched the shift leave from out of their hands to, you know, the West Coast, you know, rap and gangster rap.
Yeah.
And, you know, not saying that those guys wasn't victims because I believe they were victims. I believe we all get played somehow in this industry. But I watched this shift from, you know, those guys to that. And I really feel, what would the world been if it would have stayed positive, you know, rap? Now, people always try to point out Coogee rap and stuff like that, but, you know, shout outs to Coogee rap, that's my people. I didn't see Coogee rap like that for me personally as when I was a kid. It was clear that in all his songs it was a bad ending. I did.
Yeah.
I wasn't confused on that. You know, I understood he was saying you won't be smiling on Rikers Island. So it was this place called Rikers Island that I did not want to go to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That so
Wow.
I didn't, you know, pick it up. But when I picked up the, you know, so-called gangster music, I was a little kid. That affected me like no other because it dropped like went right around that impressionable age, like I was about 13, you know. So yeah, when I heard NWA, you know, this is what bothered me about that. They said it was reality rap, but I was a private school kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Came from a good home, went to church every Sunday and everything like that. It wasn't my reality. But you know what happened?
Everybody made it.
When I heard it, I was in the mirror. I was, you know,
Yeah.
doing the, you know, fixing my face. I'm a nigga on the run. I'm like, they after me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know what police contact was.
Yeah.
But I forced those thoughts into my head. And maybe 2 years later, I was everything that the song was talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know, so
It's I don't want to go too deep with it, but it's just the repetitions of specific things. You'll start to It'll grow on you in a way that you didn't notice it. You didn't even recognize that you were starting to shift, and your tendencies was because now you listen to aggressive things all the time, and now you just a little more aggressive now. You know what I'm saying? Like people just don't realize that the music they listen to, they really living by it. Whether they say something, do something, or don't do nothing like that you should have did. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a heavy part. Or
and now that I'm older, I think that it was definitely systematic that people like your father and those artists like that got downplayed during the rise of gangster music. Like, you know, their careers got, you know, like put in a pause. And especially I can see that now because look at what age they at right now and they still rocking. Your dad just dropped a hot album. So now I go back, it was like, so in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? They could have still been,
yep.
you know, it was like they was played out in the 90s already. And, you know, like the hip hop just totally turned, you
Yeah, those
know, away
2000s.
from them, you know, so that was a major effect. Definitely, once the 2000s hit, that was already a done deal.
Word.
You know.
Yeah, 97, 98 was like, oh.
So, in making music, what are some of the collabs that you might have on your list to try to work with, like some dream collabs, producer and artist?
Uh, I definitely want to work with Alchemist. I like his he has a different type of boom bap sound. Like he has a it's still commercial, as you hear with Mobb Deep and how he did that. Like I like how his music is, and then, you know, I like what Hit Boy's been doing too, as far as producers. But like, I'm still trying to do a record with 50 Cent. Like, it's not about, like, with me, it's not about
Yeah,
lyrics.
I
It's
feel
about
you.
it's about knowing what can come after that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not just about doing a song. It's about, all right, we can do this song, let's make a soundtrack or something, and then what's up? What we putting this record to?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like something like that, 50 is definitely it. And you know, Alicia Keys, I always wanted a record with her. Like those two right there, I think. I don't really need nothing
No, I
else after
get you.
that.
50 is still a phenomenal artist.
Yeah,
So I could see for definitely a period of life he was the sound,
yeah,
especially at your age. That
exactly.
he was.
Yeah,
That's when you was the kid at his age listening to his
exactly. On the way to high school and shit.
exactly
Yeah.
listening to it and heavily influencing you. Shout outs to the whole G Unit.
Yeah.
So where do you think that we at with hip hop and this social media? Do you think that this new wave of social media affected hip hop, good or bad?
Nah, I think social media took the comfortability out of how artists was putting out music.
Mm-hmm.
You had mainstream artists putting out one album a year, but now you got people that's maybe not so mainstream like a Benny or one of these cats putting out 3 albums, 4 albums, and you like, oh well, I'm gonna listen to this new shit. He got 4 albums that I could kind of keep on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
When then you got, oh, I don't want to say J. Cole because he's dope. He don't have to do more. But like you got someone else that do one, and you like, all right, well, I like the record or two off the album.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's not enough material there for you to try to get into something else that he's doing. So it's about the catalog, man. It's really about the catalog and what's how they move around, how they move with they suitcase. You need to keep your shit building. You got to be able to make your money, make everything you making. So, you know, the new music it opened up the way that artists approach records, approach marketing. Back in the day, rappers was rappers. Today, rappers is marketers, advertisers. Uh, they gotta be salesmen. They gotta
Yeah,
do all of that off out the booth.
yeah.
So it's a big. It helps people with the personal business growth. If they want to build a
Business
business,
skills, yeah, for
exactly,
sure.
exactly.
'Cause you have to have all. You can't just get into it and just think you're going to get on the mic and be a success. You have to have everything going. Your T-shirts, you have to
Yeah,
have a whole business mindset, and we've seen that. We've seen that with the rappers that are successful, like the Rick Rosses
right.
and stuff like that. Look at how they live them.
Oh yeah.
You know, speaking of that, and I guess this is tied into paid in full, but it's a little bit more personal. Um, your dad has been a part of something that they have taken his talent and without a doubt the industry have made billions and billions of dollars off of talent that came from your father.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that directly impacted you in the way that it was supposed to?
That's a dope question. So being older now, I'm trying to see how I could say this in a polite, but you know, I ain't trying to be nice, but my pops did a lot for people, and now it's, I'm not asking for nothing. I'm never asking. Nothing's ever owed to me. But in my journeys and my moves, when I see y'all, when I bump into these certain people, like, you know, y'all give my pops a lot of love. And now it's, show love to the lineage, not just him, because he got a lot of talented people in his family. And at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get no closer to Rakim. You know what I'm saying? It's what he left here now. Now it's a lot of the things that I know comes from conversations me and him had. You know what I mean? And it's like now the game, yo. It's like being in a company, right? You work your way through the company, and now you start to show your worth, and now maybe the CEO might want to holler at you. In this case, the CEOs is a lot of these rappers that got put on from what they listen to with dad, right? Not to say they CEOs will, but just
Of
they
course,
the
though, I
guys
know
in,
what you.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, all right, now I have an idea. Let's sit down. I don't need nothing. I'm not asking. Let's sit down. Let's see what we can do. If not, move on. But to take that seat, let's take this seat. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we could do. Let's see what the things they wanted to do with Rakim. Maybe they could do with me, or maybe I have some ideas to help them get past the. I want to work with Rakim. Well, listen, there's other things you can do that can
Absolutely.
actually be beneficial too at the same
Yeah,
time. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So that's what I'm here for. I'm here to bridge that gap and definitely take what's there for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know.
Or,
I think that especially with legacies like you yourself, Christopher Rivers, old dirty bastard son that was here earlier, like y'all are the next generation of legacy, and you know, I think that it's y'all time, and I think that if those doors are not given to you to go through, yeah, that kind of stagnates. Let's see because y'all all are artists, and actually all like magnificent artists. So it's like, what are they doing inside those offices? Not,
yeah.
like taking like, let's listen to these guys and give them the same opportunity that their parents had.
Word
You
up.
know, what do you think the future of hip hop is going? Where do you see us going at in the future with this?
I think that the independent artists won't have to. They won't struggle the way they've been struggling. Like they can actually, with social media, they can run a nice campaign on their own and get a nice little monthly check if they do the campaign right. And so I think it's open so much to where um, you could have, it could be some dude that we don't even know that got a hot record, and we hear that record now because the door's open for more than just, oh, give me your guy who you got signed. Or now these guys who's curating playlists is looking for the music, and with the right marketing, those songs will jump up into these people that's on these platforms every single day. They'll see it. You know what I'm saying? Like when artists put out a record on TuneCore or Spotify, whatever the case, there's ways that you can pitch your record 2 weeks before. Like you gotta use all of these avenues, and then to put money in your ads behind all of this stuff. It'll just really be like people really think you signed. They'll be like, oh, should be signed, especially when you got the look, especially when you got the sound, the quality. They're gonna assume because now they see you in an ad. You watching J. Cole's video, and then the ad comes on after the video's done, and your video is in the ad. And then the next video that's actually playing comes on. So that's how the independent artist is actually gonna win, just by putting money into yourself. Before, you might have been paying the wrong people, a lot of scammers and a lot of people just trying to take money. Now they going off of the content creation, taking that idea and putting it behind their post. It could be their music is behind their post too. You put the ads behind the post with your music. That's streams. That shit'll pop up. You have X amount of streams now for the numbers, and then labels will start to hit you. Not to say you want one, but that's the recognition that everybody's gonna start getting that's doing it the right way.
That's absolutely right because I've been put on to artists and I realized it's an ad. I be looking, so what video is
Yeah.
this and where did this come from? And I looked and realized,
Say sponsorship.
yeah, it's an ad. It's an ad, but it be a whole like
The whole
video,
post, yeah.
and the joint be so hot that it makes me hit to try to see the name of it.
Exactly.
So now I could, go on YouTube or whatever and pull it up directly and listen to it. So yeah, definitely, that's
Because I think quality of music is gonna oversaturate the money they putting behind the bullshit. Like it's gonna get to a point where there's gonna be so much good quality stuff that you just like, like a lot of these new artists can't sell out a show. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Maybe 3, 4 of them, but they can't sell tickets. Without the tickets, that means they're not getting no replay value. They're not getting the save to my playlist song. Like, you know, they're not doing that to those records because they just being put in front of us. People that doing the songs, they're not taking time into their craft. They're not really trying to put something good out there, and they're playing around and seeing what hits. Which we get it, but the quality, when people in there really putting that work towards something, it's out of here, no matter what.
Absolutely. And I think that also too another benefit that they didn't see coming is that now you could go on platforms like this, you know, and whatever that platform getting now people that whole crowd now.
Or,
Oh, I didn't even know
yeah,
Rakim's son, you
that-
know, maybe let me
yo,
you
when I
know,
went on
punch,
tour,
well what he said the name of the joint was, let me punch this up
Yeah.
and check it out. You know what I'm saying? So
yo, when my pops had his 18th letter tour, like a year or two ago, I opened up for the whole. This is the first time I did the whole tour, right? So every other show I'm going to, people's like, yo, I didn't even know he had a son.
yeah.
Cause I'm in the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here next to people, and I'm just chilling,
no
watching.
doubt,
You know,
yeah.
they call me up to the stage. I might
Yeah.
be in the crowd or something.
Yeah.
But it's dope. It's crazy that they didn't know, because I know, like, if 50 have kids, I know 50 got kids because I rock with 50.
Yeah.
It's it just makes it dope that I'm still getting recognized, or not even recognized. Like, they just responding me just now, still to this day, which is dope. That's why it's like, with all you new artists, don't ever stop. Don't think that because you was lit one week, that because it takes you another year to get lit again, you'll never get lit. Continue to do it, and it'll definitely work. Or
What I definitely would like to know, what would be your top 5 as, you know, the son of Rakim? What is your top 5? Because, you know, your dad that's an automatic guarantee. He's at everybody's
I don't put
top
him in my
5.
top 5 though.
I
You know why?
This is what I want
Because
to hear.
my top 5 was created by my pops. Because my top 5 isn't the people who he was
Got you. It was
rocking with. It was the people who I had my life experiences with. So who I chose to listen to. So, you know, I got Fab, Jada, Method Man.
wow.
I gotta put MOP as the group as my one top. You know what I mean? Because they was real huge in
Yeah, of course.
my walking
Come on,
around. When you
MOP
didn't
was-
get a ride, you had to walk. It was always MOP in the headphones. You know what I'm saying? And we had the Walkmans.
crazy,
You know,
yeah.
You
Yeah.
word. So what's that, 4? And then this is always a tough one. I always get flack for it, but nigga, Ghostface is my nigga.
Yeah,
Ghostface,
of course.
Smash a pie in his face. Like, that right there. Yo, Ghost was the illest, man. Ghost he'll help me. When he did the Forest record with all of the cartoon characters in it, that was it. He was one of my favorite artists right there, because I ain't never heard nobody put the cartoons that I was watching
Yeah.
then and there in a rap song. That was fire.
Did you hear his new album?
Yeah.
Yeah, that new album
Yeah,
was
it's fire. I like that.
And shout outs to him and 38 Special.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? The Son of Coogee Rap. That album is fire.
Yeah.
So for those that didn't listen to Ghostface's new album, the Son of Special, the Son of Coogee Rap, and Rakim new album. You have to get those albums. Those albums are really fire right now. Those are ones that I personally, you know, go to playing side.
And BL is up for Grammy consideration too. So everybody go vote for the BL record.
Yeah,
Off that
absolutely.
Rakim project.
So right now, this presidential election is like one that we've never been through before. This is going to probably, you know, change everything going forward.
Yeah,
you know, where you stand at? Who do we go with? Kamala or Trump? I mean, what's our option?
Man, I wish I could vote for fucking Kanye at this point, type shit. But I'm kind of scared on the outcome either way. I haven't heard anything from Camilla that kind of sells me yet. She ain't say nothing really like against things, but it's like, we not voting for him. I'm waiting for her to say something to make me go, at least I feel good about voting. But at this point right now in time, I'm shook, bro. I'm shook.
Yeah, you know.
Word.
Let's see how it goes, you know. So your music, where can we find it at? Where can we get your music at?
All platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Tidal. They play me every week on Shade 45, Punchline Academy Live, every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock. And I got a couple videos out, got some videos coming. Check the YouTube. And then, like I said, the record with Cannabis is dropping Friday the 18th.
Well, I really look forward to that, you know, and I really thank you for coming and sitting down with us here tonight.
No doubt, yes, sir.
And I hope to see you real soon out there.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely, we bumping into each other now.
Yeah,
Word,
definitely.
Word up. Yeah.
All right, peace, brother.
Man, love, man.
Much
Sure.
love.
Word up.
We out.